Hello, thank you for joining me today. Today I'm going to share with you how to create a small game on Unity, and let's take a look. Okay, so Curiosity Finding Life on Mars. Help Curiosity find out 6 elements of life on Mars. Okay, so um, I watched some YouTube videos and I find out space topics. The topics of space is always interest me. So yeah, so I think it's cool to create some games with some cool, knowledge inside it, instead of, shooting zombies or, shooting whatever. So I think it's great to implement or let the user, when they play the game, they learn something new. So yeah, so pretty much I find out there are 6 elements on Mars that already has been discovered and proven that those 6 elements are the most important elements to make a life. So I feel it's interesting. So that's why I created this game. Okay, so when you click start, pretty much you just all you need to do is use your keyboard, uh, arrow. Yeah, so pretty much it's like you are looking for some life elements on Mars. So this is pretty much the Mars terrain. And ooh, you got oxygen. Okay, so pretty much you need to hunt all the life elements. So sulfur, oxygen, C is carbon, what else? Oh, hydrogen. Okay, so you see like, oh, pretty much Curiosity did a lot of good job of, finding things. But you need to be careful because, this place is really bumpy. Okay, so what's this one? Oh, phosphorus. Wow, phosphorus. The last one, where are you? Okay, let me find, where are you? Okay, so I have to kind of like look around. I know you're somewhere. Ooh, really bumpy. Okay. So you can kind of like look around. Ooh, takes a long time. Yeah, and I would suggest you not to go to the edge, because the edge you will drop. Ooh, okay, I see it. What's the last one? Let's take a look. Oh, okay. I should, make it a little bit later. So pretty much the last one is, let's see, the wing. Yeah, the last one will be nitrogen. Okay, so this one I would say probably, yeah, okay, it's fine. So when you collect, after you collect, 6 elements, you will get like, oh, thank you so much for collecting for us. Yeah, so how to create this, the entire game, that's, let me kind of break everything down for you. Okay, by the way, I want to share the credits. Yeah. Let's see. Oh, yeah, it's fine. Yeah, the credit. Okay, the credit is important. So if you want to get the mud of Mars, right? Feel free to go to, the Sketchfab, and this is the credit for the Sketchfab. So by Wilhelm Coleman's, right? Okay. And the second one is, if you want to get the Curiosity 3D model, you can go to by this person. Yeah. So yeah, so those are the credits for the 3D model. Okay, so let me start breaking down for you how the entire game structure works. Okay, so first you need to have a directional line, a camera. Those two are the default inside Unity. And then what I did was I create a star canvas. Okay, so yeah. So if you kind of jumping 2D, okay. So star canvas. Okay, so how to create, how to do this star canvas? First, let me break it down. So first you need to create, create a canvas, right? You create a canvas, and later on you start putting, the image, a few title, and then put a button. And then remember, you need to link the button, link the button later on. For example, when you click this, then the entire start canvas, this game object, will disappear. Why? Because the game is behind it, right? So this is how this entire game canvas works. So pretty much all you need to do is to create a canvas and put an image and put the text there and put a button, right? And then remember, on the button you can go to the event and click this kind of like add button, and you drag and drop this one here, right? Start canvas, and you go here and then set active. You make it false. Why? Because you want this entire canvas to disappear while you click this start button. So this is how the first thing work. Okay, so start canvas. If you want to create your own, let's create another thing. So we can start over again. Okay, so demo. Okay, so this is a brand new thing, right? And by the way, all the assets will put in the membership hub. So if you are interested in, getting the entire project and play around on your own time and watch the previous videos, feel free to join our membership. And later on, I will put on our chat the link of membership. Okay, anyway, so when I open demo, right? And those are kind of something that I pre-made before. You can absolutely create your own prefab or your own model, but I just, kind of save everyone's time, so I create one. So feel free to, do it on your own. Okay. So first you put mud, right? And you put curiosity there, right? Okay, so curiosity, yay. Okay. Then what else? Carbon. Carbon. And then hydrogen, nitrogen, right? So if you get the file, all you need to do is drag the whole thing there. Okay, nitrogen and oxygen, phosphorus, sulfur. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Great. Okay, so those, how to make those? Those are very simple. All you need to do is to create, a sphere, and then under it. Okay, so I create something. This is kind of like the image, right? So I use Figma and create like the image here. Right, it's very easy. You create kind of like create your design on Figma and export to PNG. Once you export to PNG, you go here, right? And this first, it will be default when you first import your original PNG. But since we are going to put it as an interface, so what I would say is that you have to make it texture type to sprite 2D and UI. Okay, so everything looks perfect, and then go down and apply. Since right now is 2D sprite, so you don't have to do it, right? But if when you after you import inside, it will say default, so you have to change to sprite 2D and UI. Okay, so I make it, as a child of software. Why? Because later on we are going to destroy them, and then we need to show it and destroy 2 of them, and then put this on the, the container of our big UI. Okay, so this is the setup. So all you need to do is to, make, a canvas, right? And then you put this as an image and kind of like put this, right? This is a canvas, right? We kind of create a canvas. This is canvas and this is the image under the canvas. So all you need to do is to put this, create an image element, and you put here, right? And that's it. Okay, so this is the setup, right? So if you see every of them I create individually. So you see, this is the setup. I create a 3D model, a sphere, right? And I attach a canvas under it. And under the canvas, it's an image. So pretty much this is the prefab, right? So you don't need to worry about, oh, what should I set up? How can I do it? I mean, in our previous video, I pretty much taught you how to prepare like the basic stuff on Unity. If you want to watch the previous video, you can learn all of them. But just because of the time, then I pretty much prepare for you so you can pretty much, go to the hub and get the original file and start playing around. All you need to do is just drag to the hierarchy and then everything will look fine. Okay, so this is nitrogen, right? So pretty much I put every child and yeah, so like this, right? Like this, right? Okay, so this is the entire setup. So yeah, we can close it. Okay, so those are our, the setting, the level setting. Okay, so let's get back to our prefab. Start canvas. Okay, start canvas. Yeah, start canvas. Okay, it's here. Yeah, we need to hit the button and start the entire thing. Yeah, okay, so we can kind of, hide it right now. And then UI status. Okay, so what's UI status? It's here. Yeah, all this, right? Because I create how to create this UI status. I can kind of show you how to create it. Okay, so what I do is I create a canvas, right? And then I put it as UI status 2. I don't want to make it as their child, so very weird. Okay, it's fine. Okay, so this, right? And what I need to do is to create a bunch of like 6 boxes, right? So I think you can do container. I did container. Okay, so the container, it's like, you can pretty much make sure the container, like in our previous workshop, I taught some container stuff to help the layout. Okay, so you can do container now, you can do some UI image, right? UI image, because it's a child of the container, so it will kind of follow the role that you set, right? Okay, so what I would do is container, right? You want to set a role. So I would do layout, vertical, right? Okay, so this will really help you to, to kind of set the entire role under the container. All the child under container will follow the container role. So this is container. Okay, so this one, okay, so let's see the container. It's upper left now. I wanna center, right? Upper center is fine. Yeah, it's fine. Okay, so yeah, so this looks fine for me. Let's see. Yep, it should be fine. Yeah, okay, cool. So we got how many? 6, right? Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, okay. I want to show you the magic of this layout. 1, right? You see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so it's helping you laying out everything perfect because you add a container and it's vertical. layout group. And all you need to do is set up a role and everything under it will be perfectly laid out. So it's amazing. Okay, so I probably put like, I don't know, element 1. Yeah, something like that. Okay, element 1, element 2, right? You just change the name here. Element 3, element 4, element 5, element 6. Okay, great, amazing. Okay, so what I would do is go here. Before I use Figma to create a bunch of, the UI already. So, if you get the original file, just, slot in. Okay, so you go here, right? And what I will do, since it's the same car, so I will drag the sprite here and voila, it's done. Okay, so it's pretty easy. If you kind of want to recap what we learned in the previous videos, yeah, so this is great. Okay, so this is just what I learned, and if you want to make a prefab, all you need to do is to drag in the prefab folder. Yeah, and that's it. Okay, so that we can delete it because we already have it. Okay, so yeah, okay, so it's fine. Okay, and what else? Yeah, wing canvas, right? We need to have a wing canvas. Yeah, and yeah, thank you for finding all the live elements. I mean, to be honest with you, I don't know whether wing canvas is necessary since we didn't even know what's the last element, but we can still keep it. Okay, it's fine. Okay, so let's take a look of curiosity. So now we have to start coding, which is the exciting part for the entire game. Yeah, so usually when I create game, if you want to come up with an interesting game idea first, you need to start to watch some, I don't know, Netflix or watch some YouTube, finding your interest, finding your hobby, and start diving into the knowledge. And once you find out those knowledge, for example, like I watch YouTube channel about curiosity, and I just realized that curiosity finds 6 elements on Mars, which proven that there might be some life on Mars. So I was like, wow, I was so excited, and I want to create a game which allows curiosity to find those elements. So yeah, so I come up with this game. I know the game mechanics is kind of scavenger or collecting stuff, but I mean it's kind of every time when I come up with a small game, there's always something I learn, something new. So I feel really excited, and I want to share the entire process with you. Okay, so the credits, feel free to, you can pause the video and find out if you want to prepare on your own. Okay, and okay, so pretty much I create, I have manager, right? Why manager? Because in Unity, usually people create a script called game manager, but for some reason when I create a script named game manager, it appears a gear. It seems like it's a default or something. So I personally, yeah, I don't know, it's like a personally preference. For example, if you see this, if I name it game manager, it will become a gear. Look at that. Yes, it will become like this. Yeah, so that's why I feel, I don't know, I don't like to be forced to make a gear. So that's why I call everything manager and take out game, and everything works just normal. So I feel like, yeah, so I know Unity wants to separate the game manager with any other script, so they kind of purposely do it, but I just want to have all the script looks the same. Okay, so yeah, so I create an empty object. Why? Because later on I want to attach this game object to anywhere else, and I can get a lot of code from game manager. And game manager, remember, game manager is the most highest hierarchy is the controller. Is just imagine it's the director, right? It's the manager. Yeah, manager, director. It's kind of like, yeah, it's like the curator of the entire game. So if you want, for example, like the general rules you wanna put, you need to put in manager, and each local, I would say like small stuff will be attached to each element, but manager will be the director, the curator, to direct the entire game. So manager, right? Manager, I can pretty much create. Let me recreate. Like those are the original code, but I can totally create another manager demo. Okay, so let's create manager demo, and then curiosity demo. Yeah, the reason why I put D was because that I want to actually, it's fine. I want to separate from the original code, right? Element D, and what else? Can flow D. Oh, can follow. Okay, cool. 1, 2, 3, 4. Perfect. Okay, so let's take a look of how to create each one. Okay, so we want to make camera follow the curiosity in a certain distance, right? Okay, so how to do that? Can't follow. Okay, so what I want to do is to just open all those. Manager curiosity can follow an element. Okay, great. Okay, so let's start with camera follow. So at the beginning, we need to set up the variables. Something that like the object, because this is C#, right? And it's object oriented. So everything, the single unit is element, is object. So, we need to define an object. Okay, so public transform. Transform means that the transformation. Okay, so transform, and then target object. So I create a variable, right, called target object, and this is public, which means that I can later on attach this, and transform means this is the transformation. So pretty much it's this. Take a look. Okay, so here transform. Did you see transform? So all the information of the later on, I will kind of like slot this object as our variable, and then we will get the transform information here. Okay, cool. The second one will be public vector 3 camera offset. Okay, so those two. The second one means that we want to get the camera offset, right? And it's vector 3. Okay, then star camera offset equals transform the position minus target object dot transform the position. Okay, I will later I'll explain what's this. Position. Okay, what does this mean? This means that the distance between your target object and camera is called camera offset, right? The camera offset equals curiosity, this transform minus camera's position. So if you know the direction, right? We know like in the vector, the one that you want to target, the vector, you kind of minus the one that where you are, then you will get the kind of like the offset of the between two objects. So the camera offset curiosity minus camera position. Okay, so this is the target object transform the position. This transform the position. This is the camera, and this is the kind of like the curiosity. Oh, sorry. Okay, so so this is kind of like the position. Okay, so we did this, so we know like the offset between those two. So okay, so after this, right? Let's do this. Oh, I need to attach the camera. Where's the camera? The camera, right? I need to attach the camera to, not this one, camera D. Oh, yeah, great. Okay, great. Okay, cool. Oh, that's fine. Camera. Okay, great. Okay, cool. So, element D, sorry. I think I did the wrong one. It's not element, it's definitely the wrong one. Okay, so that's why I didn't see the public. Element is something else. So public, yeah, so this is follow public transform target object, which is curiosity. Okay, so yeah, so you see I attach the follow camera D. D means demo. Okay, you see, yeah, so the variable here, okay, so let's take a look. The variable here, public, those two will appear here, right? So target object, our target object is curiosity. So that's put here. Okay, very cool. What I like it is, okay, maybe something like this, right? Okay, cool. Okay, so if we do this, right, and camera offset, right, then hold on a sec. Oh, yeah, we need to keep update. So, yeah, we kind of have we have the camera offset right now. Now, all we need to do is to set the new position of the camera equals curiosity plus camera offset. So, vector 3, new position, because we want, because in the update, it means that something similar to animation, like it will update once per frame. So we want it kind of like keep updating, right? So if target object is keep moving, right? Target object transform dot position, right? Plus camera offset means that, okay, so if this, right, okay, so if this is our position and then we plus camera offset, it will be the new camera position. Okay, so, and then we want to keep updating, so we say that transform, this is cameras, transform the position equals new position. New the position. Okay, great. Okay, so this means that when the target object is moving, and by adding the app offset, then camera will be, every frame when the curiosity is moving, then the entire camera will keep following it. Okay, so let's take a look. Yeah, so, right now we need to make curiosity move. Okay, so let's make curiosity move. Ooh. Okay, so, yeah, so this is the, curiosity script, and then this is default. Okay, so let's take a look of curiosity script. Curiosity script, right? Okay, so let's create another curiosity script. Okay, so let's take a look. So, okay. So first, we need to have a speed, right? We need to define a speed. Float player speed. Kind of make it 10, right? It's a float, right? Float means that you can have decimals at the end of the integer. And then public float player rotation speed, because we want this to rotate. Yeah, because it's flow, it's good to have a decimal. And then we want to keep it update, right? So first we need to get horizontal, get the horizontal and vertical axis. Axis using arrow keys. The second one, the value is in the range, is between -1 to 1, right? Because we know that on our keyboard, arrow key, back and forth, in between is -1 to 1. Okay, so the value is in the range -1 to 1. Okay. Oh, what about it? Sorry. Oh, wow. What was this? The value is in the range between -1 to 1. Okay. Make it move 10 meters per second instead of 10 meters per frame. 10 meters per frame is a little too crazy. So yeah, these 3 are our goals, right, for this update. So first, we need to have like a new variable called flow translation. Okay, input dot get axis, right? And then we put vertical. Okay, let's multiply. So this means that we are getting the vertical axis, the upper arrow and down arrow. And then player speed, and then time dot delta time. Okay, so this is the, we are going to kind of, input the axis. It's the -1 to 1, right? For vertical 1. And then we kind of times the speed and time that delta time. So we can start, moving around, right? It's moving forward and backward. Okay. So float, this is the rotation. What I would do is copy and paste and then change it vertical. Horizontal, sorry. Okay, so this means the rotation, right? Okay, so we want to start transform the z-axis. Transform the translate 0, 0, translation translation, yes. Okay. And then transform the rotate. This is the rotation. Oof. And then we want 0, rotation, 0. Okay, great. So what does this mean? This means is that on the z, we are moving this curiosity on the z plane, right? On the z plane, on the z plane. And then so for z, we use vertical to the forward and backward in the local space, not global space. Okay, so as for the rotation, we want to do the y. Only y can rotate, and the x and z are 0. So this will kind of help us to kind of move around this, right? So pretty much all you need to do is to attach, the curiosity d to here, right? You can do this, right? And then I've already attached it, but you can, drag and drop. If you don't know how to do it, that's kind of, we can just detach it, right? So I can do it for you. Okay, so curiosity, yeah, it's the demo one we just made, right? Okay, so let's take a look. Ooh, this is very slow. I don't know why it's so slow. Okay. Okay. Yeah, very slow. Theta delta time. Let me see. 10. Rotation speed. Oh, sorry. It's player speed, so that's why it's so slow. So that's rotation speed. That's why I feel like, something wrong. Okay. Yeah, so we kind of make it 10 times so it rotates a little faster. Ooh, okay, so let's take a look. So right now you see the camera is pretty much follow it, right? Ooh, but we haven't done our, our magic code, so everything is kind of like move around. Yeah, so okay, so and as far as this, you have to put rigid body. Why? Because we want gravity. And we we want a mesh collider. Okay, cool. So this is the new curiosity that we made. Mud, right? We need a collider, right? And then okay, so carbon, right? Carbon, and then this. Okay, so now I am going to show you how to create the other code. Okay, so camera follow, we already learned how to let the camera follow the object, right? And now we can make our curiosity move while camera is totally follow it. Then I want to share with you how to do the elements. When you do the elements, where are those elements? will be, like where will be those elements? Yeah, so those elements will be pretty much, in this part. Elements. Okay, so elements, right? Elements. So what will elements do? First, we need to define our game card, our banner, and then we need to get the manager, right? Because the entire game, the logic is that, okay, once this element, like the player kind of collide to the element, then we need to pass the elements card to the card on the UI, which is on the canvas, on this one. Okay, we're setting UI state. Okay, I kind of do it. Okay, so here, UI status. Oh, here. Okay, so those, right? So you need to pass the element sprites to whatever the container has the empty spot. Okay, so this is the goal. Okay, so let's go to, okay, 3D. Okay, so each element, we need to create a code attached to each element. And then we also need to create a manager to start curating the whole experience. Okay, cool. So element. So first, we need to create a game object called banner, which is the name card, right? So public game object banner, and then public manager, yes, manager, public sprite, UI sprite. Okay, so those three, right? So those three, later on, I will let you know how to do this. Okay, so at the beginning, like this will attach to the elements, the sphere. Okay, so start. We want to make the banner set active false. So we don't want to show the banner. False. Okay, so this is the banner. And then now we want to create an onTrigger event. Public void onTrigger enter collider other. Okay, cool. Manager dot manager dot update visual element. Okay. UI sprite. Then banner dot set active equals true. Get component render dot enabled equals false. Okay, I will explain you later. It's the entire, curating stuff. Okay, so you might wonder what's this. So pretty much in this, the goal is first we need to, get pass, like put the UI sprite, right? UI sprite, right? And then pass this to, for example, once you collide, right? We need to pass the UI sprite. UI sprite is here. Later on, for example, like each element, we will put the same script. For example, carbon. So UI sprite will be carbon, the sphere, right? Carbon, right? So we later on we will pass the carbon in this manager.update the visual element. Then carbon will show the UI element. So this is for showing what's the UI. The second one is that once that the on top of the sphere we have something like the UI explain what's that, right? So that will be true, right? Then later on we will get the render of the sphere, right? We want to make it false, right? So once it collide, right, and then it will be false. The sphere will be false, but the entire stuff, we still want people to kind of see what's the name of the banner, but the sphere will be gone. This is the sphere. And then we want to destroy the entire thing. So the ball and the canvas, we want to destroy, because the ball was already being destroyed by this one, right? So we have canvas. We want the entire canvas be destroyed after 2 seconds. So this is the entire code for the elements. Now we are going to do the manager D. Manager. Okay, so let's take a look of the manager. So manager is pretty much the entire overall curating of the game. Okay, so public list. We want to make all the image list. Okay, so image list call all collected elements. Okay, so why this is because you didn't put using Unity engine UI. Yeah, you need to have this, so you see like that red will go away. Okay, so we want to create a list of images. It's for the screen UI, right? When we see it, we can see the screen UI display what element we just collected. Okay, so we want to have a count limit. Why count limit? Public int count limit. Int. Why? Because we want to have a win screen to show up. So when we count 6, right, and then when the count equals 6, then the win screen just pop up. So that's the goal. So private. The reason why I put private because we couldn't change anything. So yeah, I just set the row here. Yeah, counter, and then public game object. Game object. Game win. Okay, so yeah, so game object. Okay, game object. Okay, great. Okay, so let's take a look of this one. Public void update visual element. Sprite element sprite. Okay, so we want to pass the sprite, and whatever pass, we will have a temperate name for it. It's called element sprite. Okay, so let's take a look. So let me put this code, and I will explain what's this. Okay, so if the counter, every time when we start with 0, right? So for the 0, 1, right? For the 0, 1, if the 0 less than the element count means that the sprite count, right? Because later on we are going to put like 6 sprite inside. If this is small lower than those stuff, then collect elements counter, we put the counter inside which means that if counter is 0, it's index 0. If it is 1, it's 1. So counter 1 dot sprite, right? Element sprite, right? And counter keep adding up. But if the counter equals this, right? Set active truth. Can I do this? I don't know. Oh no. Yeah, I was thinking about, can I kind of delay 2 seconds for it to show up, but it seems like it's fine. Okay, so this means that, you know, once this is coding this, right, then this will pass this. And this, you know, like all those images, right, it will kind of put, you know, how many in here, and this will be, you know, like according to the order. Yeah, so this, for example, like if carbon, right, the 0 is carbon, 0 and, yeah, 0 is carbon. So 0, index 0 dot sprite will be carbon. Carbon is here, right? And this will be coded by this element. So carbon will be put here, and this, the first one, the first collected elements will be carbon. Okay, so let's test it out. Before testing it out, I have to, you know, manager, I need to put the manager D. Okay, so counter, okay, game win. Oh, okay, so I have to attach the game win object, right? And then this collect elements. Put the UI system here. Yeah, card, all the card, right? And then manager, I wanna kind of lock it. Put it here. Ooh, yeah. So I just drag to the top, and everything just, you know, show up. So I just made this like this. Okay, cool. Okay, so win, yeah. So, and then I have to attach each one, manager, right? Oh, I have to unlock. Okay, so carbon, right? You need to attach the element to it and the manager, right? Manager. Oh, I have to kind of detach everything. So prefab, you can unpack everything. Why? Because I didn't drag the entire thing, so I have to unpack it so I can insert the new script. Okay, so let's take a look. Okay, so this one, manager, right? Put manager in. What? Seriously? Eh? Oh, I see. It was because manager D. Why? Because I changed the name, so manager D. Cool. Okay, so carbon to sulfur. It's fine. Carbon. Yeah, manager D. Yes, manager D. Okay. So manager. Let's put manager here. Why? What's going on? Manager. Very weird. Oh, I need to save. Manager D. Yes, manager D. Yes. Yeah, this name is manager D. Manager D. Yes. And this I attach manager D. Yes. Okay, again. Oh, I probably need to debug this. Okay. Didn't set to an instance. manager D. Let me see what's going on. Manager D. Yeah, manager D, yes, it's the name of it. Sprite. Manager D, manager. Yeah, very weird. Oh, I see. Okay, so elements, since I used the new one, so everything needs to be new one. Okay, so let me replace with the new element D, right? And then, yeah, all the banner, first I want to put manager D, yeah. So if you change the script, then you have to change the whole thing. Okay, that's fine. We just slowly achieve it. Banner, C is C, right? And then UI sprite, banner, yeah. UI sprite will be, yeah. What is it? Yeah, so this is UI sprite, and then, UI sprite, I see. So, UI sprite will be here. Because we want this UI sprite to be, on so UI sprite will be here. Yeah. Okay, so banner, right? UI sprite. Okay, so we have to, look at all those banner. This is here. Okay, so banner is here. Manager is attached. UI sprite. So this is hydrogen H. Okay, great. Nitrogen banner. Let's put it under nitrogen. Okay, nitrogen. Oxygen. Banner. And sprite. Oxygen. Yeah, we need to pass this oxygen sprite there. Okay, phosphorus. Banner. Right. Ooh. Right. No, why is this? Ooh. Okay. Okay. Banner. UI sprite. P. Right. Sulfur. Right. Banner. This. Sprite. Sulfur. Okay. Hopefully everything can be clear. Ooh. Okay, let's see. Great. Okay. Oh, yeah, I still need to make sure the starting canvas is here. Ooh, no, not starting. The UI status. So, yeah. Okay, great. Oh, I see. Yes, UI status, I still need to sync. And yeah, I need to sync UI status to Oh yeah. I put all those cards correlated to the collected elements, so everything should be fine. Okay, so let's take a look. Ooh, very excited. Yay, S. Feel very inspiring just to collect the elements and learn all the, card here. Hydrogen. So at the end, actually, I kind of know what's the 6 elements to create life. Hydrogen, oxygen, carbon, sulfur, phosphorus. What else? Yeah, I found it's very inspiring just to learn this. And this place is giant, so yeah, I feel maybe next time I can make it smaller so I don't have to. Yeah, and ooh, this one is phosphorus. Yes. Ooh, I won. Okay, cool. Great. Amazing. Yeah. So yeah, to be honest with you, I found out that the wing canvas is a little annoying. Maybe, let me cancel it. But you got the idea, right? So pretty much that's about it. Yeah, if you have any questions, feel free to ask me or post on the chat, and I will answer through it. So yeah, I mean, at the end you will have a win state, right? And you can have a lose state. It's very easy to lose the game. Why? Because if you click, if you drive too fast, and the entire car will fall off. For example, like this. Because if you wanna race the car, let me do it. Ah, yes. Oh no, it's still pretty bad. Yeah, for some reason there are some. I remember when I was playing it, or you fall off, right? You will fall off the edge. And I wish there's a game over. Ooh, do you wanna see it? No, it's too scary. Yeah, so anyway, so you can create a game over one, right? And you can create other stuff. For example, I don't know, if you want to have some fun, I don't know, shooting alien, Martian, you can create. Okay, so I would say your assignment will be create some fun elements on the existing game. So pretty much you can download the entire file and start playing around, and then putting some new stuff, right? And then maybe some aliens or some, I don't know, volcanoes. I don't know. I don't think there are volcanoes on Mars now. Probably more like a Venice thing. So, but you can have like tornado. I don't know. Maybe some some big winds, some crazy stuff. Yeah. So it's all your imagination, and you can create and make this game really fun. Okay, thank you so much. Then I will talk to you soon, and if you have any questions, feel free to ask me. Thank you.